Uh, all right, we're
Ladies,
live. That's cool.
we are live, man. Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. We're going to do our NFL Week 11 preview. We're going to talk about everything that happened in the NFL this past week and news and everything, man. Welcome to the show, Cowboys Factory.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Hold on,
First
I got to
time
put the
on.
volume on. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
All right, man. My bad. I can hear you.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
all
What's up?
good. This is the first time doing on StreamYard. Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Um,
we're doing our StreamYard this
this is
time.
Cowboy X Factor. You can call me X or
Yeah,
whatever. But
Cowboys
this is my
Factor.
first time on StreamYard, and you can actually see me this time. Apologies
Yep.
for last time you couldn't see me, but I'm going to be showing my face every time going forward
Yeah.
during these shows.
Hopefully, this works.
I hope so too.
Because we did have problems with this in the past. So hopefully this does work for now.
If not, like I said, I can make one and stuff, but just let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping it works. Hopefully, the problem with this shit, it keeps asking me for my password every time, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But this time it didn't. It let me in pretty easily, so that was good. Hey, what up, Big Wood? Welcome in, man. Welcome to the show. How you doing, Big Wood? How you doing, man?
Hi, Big Wood. What's up?
How you doing, Big Wood? Cowboys Factory. Your Cowboys Factor's in here, man. We got the StreamYard to work this time. So yeah, man, let's get going, man. Let's get going with this puppy, man.
All right, CE. Yes, yes, Big Wood. That's actually me, and yes,
Yeah, we got the
actually,
camera to work this time.
yeah, I actually do have the stream pulled up on the side here, so I can see you guys'
Yeah, I got it
trying
on
to
mute
multitask.
on my phone so I can read the chat.
Yeah, trying to do a lot here right now, but everything's all good. I can see you guys. It's great. Appreciate you
All
guys.
right.
All right, glad to see you're doing good, Big Wood. Thank you, and definitely going forward, I want to do it on my channel, but we'll see about that. We're just gonna do it on CE's today.
Yeah, because we feel because he hasn't live streamed in so long, the views are going to be terrible. Same thing as that's what we struggle with on TikTok.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we want to keep it here because I think this is out of all the different platforms or the channels or the accounts is probably the best way to do it on my YouTube channel.
I agree. I don't mind doing it on yours and stuff. That's
Yeah.
fine. Oh
Yeah, maybe
wow.
start. Maybe we can do like a video format on yours and slowly get it back going and see if that helps.
We'll see. We'll talk about that behind
All
the
right.
scenes for sure. But yeah, seems like Big Wood's the only one here right now. Hopefully, more people get in
Yeah.
here. But yeah,
Hopefully, last time we had a good showing, but we got to be patient with it.
yeah, true. We just got live. So, CE,
Yes,
man, we had some really good NFL games last week for sure.
we did, man. We did. We everybody's lost now. The freaking Eagles got upset by the Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
Um,
my team lost to the Packers, and they
yeah,
obviously won yesterday. They lost yesterday to the Titans.
Packers I think are done. Even though they got that win over the Cowboys, and they turn around and lose to the
Yeah,
Titans, so
yeah.
I think they're done. Um, the Miami looking pretty good, man. Buffalo not so much now with all those red zones interceptions by Josh Allen. It's possible Miami ends up winning that division. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, and while we get people in here, we'll address the comments. The first one from Bigwood: thoughts on all the snow in Buffalo? Yes, there's a lot going on there. The game, it's not going to be in Buffalo. It got moved to Detroit, so the Bills are going to play the Browns in Detroit, and then the next week after that, they're going to play the Lions in Detroit. So they're not going
Yeah.
to have to go too far, but yeah, that's where the game's at. And thoughts on the snow? I thought it would have been something. I don't know if CE has any thoughts on this, but I definitely think it would have been interesting if they would have let it snow and have a game play out. Like the last time there was a snow game and the NFL let it play out, I believe it was Eagles and Lions and LaShawn McCoy was on the team. That was
Yeah.
one heck
It
of a
was. I
game.
think it was during the Nick Foles, Chip Kelly era. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of those games. But yeah. But yeah, they're not going to play a game in Buffalo. It's going to be in Detroit. So if you definitely have anybody in fantasy for both of those teams, it's definitely going to help out much better instead of being in the snow because Detroit it's going to be in a dome. So that should help out for sure.
Yeah, back-to-back games. Yeah, and I think that Lions Bills game can low-key be good because the Lions can score points. So maybe we can get a good game. Maybe we can get maybe like a shootout on Thanksgiving.
Maybe.
Hopefully, the Lions show up on Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, I hope so too. That would be that'd be something, and it's gonna be interesting to see what ticket holders are gonna do. Are they gonna have a flight to Detroit or whatever? I'm not a ticket holder, but it's gonna be interesting to see how that situation gets
You can't
addressed.
travel. Like, it's going to be so hard to travel. They're not going to get everybody to go.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess it's just I don't know. Refund them. I don't know. We'll see. I guess what happens there, but that's definitely something very interesting. And the last game I remember that got moved to Detroit, I believe, was a few years ago. I don't remember. It was Bills and Jets. It got moved to Detroit, and I believe it was played on a Monday or Tuesday. So
Yeah,
maybe
same
this could
same
happen
thing with
too.
the Vikings a long time ago in the Metrodome. It was too snowing and the freaking roof collapsed.
Yeah, they played at a nearby stadium. Yeah.
That seems to be like that stadium for some reason. The Detroit stadium seems to be like the freaking backup for everybody.
Yeah, you
Jesus
think it'd be
Christ.
AT&T Stadium. There's not a game there, but like, let's go to Detroit.
Yeah, I don't know why they always seem to use Detroit as the freaking backup stadium just in case they can't play. I don't know
But
why.
hey, if you want to make some money from Cowboys and stuff, have a game at AT&T Stadium. They'll love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they're saying the Bills might have fucked up by not leaving a few days ago. They're still in Buffalo. They might not even be able to make it, which that's going to be kind of embarrassing if they have to postpone the game due to that. The Bills
Oof.
should have known better, knowing the situation that was going on with the snowstorm.
Postpone it. Man, that's also something interesting because they have a game on Thursday. So I don't
Yeah.
know if they're gonna be able to. Maybe you could do it on a Monday, but if it's a Tuesday and then a game on
No, they can't.
Thursday,
No way they're
man.
going to play 3 games or 2 games. No, they're going to have to have. They both have their bye week too, I think. So they're going to be screwed if they got to. I don't know what the hell they're going to do because both of them already have their bye weeks.
Yeah, my thing
Um,
is maybe the thing is maybe they have their game Monday or Tuesday, I don't know, and move the Lions game, but they usually don't move Thanksgiving games, so it's gonna be tough. Maybe
yeah,
move
they
that
do
to
have a.
Sunday.
Yeah, they're trying to
Maybe
build a new
move
stadium. They
yeah,
better put a retractable roof on it.
yeah,
Honestly,
yeah, maybe move that game to I don't know, maybe Sunday or Monday, but yeah. I think that's the best that could be done there. If not, I really don't know, but yeah, if the game doesn't happen, it's not gonna be
I
fun.
think they'll cancel this game. Then they'll play the Thanksgiving game. Thanksgiving game, it's very traditional with the ratings and everything. They'll just cancel this game and play and figure out when the hell to play it. But they're definitely going to play that Detroit game on
Yeah, yeah, we'll
Thursday.
see. The question is can they even get out of Buffalo to get to Detroit? That's the whole
But
situation.
they should by Thursday. I would think by Thursday would clear out.
Yeah, the question is when is it going to clear out? That's something to keep
It
in
should
mind.
clear. It should clear out probably latest by Tuesday or Wednesday. I would think.
We'll see. I really don't know and stuff,
That's gonna
but
fucking suck. No way, man. No way they get all their games postponed. Like maybe one, but you're thinking as well the one with the Lions? That's no way.
yeah, it'd be something if they play the game on Tuesday and then the Lions game gets
No,
moved to
they
maybe the
can't.
weekend.
There's no way. There's no way. They're not
I
gonna be. Their bodies are not gonna be recovered. You look at these teams; they don't even practice until Wednesday after
no,
Sunday.
no, what I'm saying is move the Thanksgiving game to Sunday, but I don't know. It's kind of or Monday
They're not. I don't
maybe
think
it's
they're
kind
gonna
of
do
tough.
that. That's
It's
gonna be
kind
a
of
big.
it's a tough situation. I'm trying to provide solutions, but I
I don't.
don't know.
I think they rather just cancel this upcoming game, the one they got coming up right now, and play things Thanksgiving one. Man, it's your only game on it. Freaking 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
They rather cancel this one. This one nobody cares. There's gonna be other 10 games going on Sunday.
true, true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna if they have to cancel a game, they're gonna cancel this one coming up, and they rather play the Thanksgiving one.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, but that's peculiar. I hope they can find a way to play, but like I said, it's definitely not an ideal place to
And
be in.
I believe they got a Thursday night one coming up the following Thursday versus the
Oh, let me check
Patriots.
their schedule. I know we're talking a lot about the Bills right now and stuff, but that
Yeah.
whole situation is crazy. So we'll get into the other games and stuff in a bit. But yeah, they do play the Patriots on Thursday, December
So
1st.
yeah.
So that is, I forgot about that because they announced that
So maybe what
yesterday
they can
on
do
Thursday
is
Night Football.
maybe cancel this game coming up and
Hmm.
then play the Lions on Thanksgiving
Right.
and then play the Patriots on Thursday and then maybe play again like maybe like on a Monday or Tuesday. I don't. But then you have to play.
They
I don't know
have
what
the
to do.
Jets and then they have the Dolphins. December 18th to be determined, and then December 24th they have the Bears.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
clusterfuck.
and
That's a
then they have and then
it's
they
a
have and then they
clusterfuck for
have the
the.
Bengals and then the Patriots. So really, I don't know, but if I'm the NFL, I guess they try and find a way to try and get the game played for this week. If there's no possible way to do that, then I hate to say it, but I'm gonna agree with you. They cancel it and try and find a way, but it's just so hard to find a place for it.
Yeah, and
Like
they and both of them already had their bye week, so that would be the easiest way to do it. Have them do it on their bye week, but they both already had their bye weeks,
yeah,
both Cleveland and Buffalo.
yeah, yeah. That like I said, I don't
So
know if
that
the NFL.
no way they can do Thanksgiving one. I think they're gonna play that one on Thursday.
Yeah, probably so. And I don't know if the NFL's been in this type of situation, but
Well,
hopefully,
the
they'll
Bills
have
got them in the
something going.
situation, right? Because the NFL solved it for them. They're like, go play in Detroit. Their problem was Sean McDermott wasn't smart enough to leave Buffalo on time. This is on Sean
Yeah,
McDermott.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, the in that case, the Bills create another problem for the NFL, and they're gonna have to. Both
Yeah.
sides are gonna have to figure out what to do. And
If I'm Roger
I
Goodell,
kind of feel bad for the Browns because, like, we didn't do anything for this.
yeah. Well, another thing could simply be you guys messed it up. We gave you a solution, go to Detroit, but you guys didn't leave Buffalo on time. You guys forfeit. Imagine.
Yeah, yeah,
Another
and
thing
then
too
yeah, and
is
then
that
yeah.
Deshaun Watson's going to come back week 13.
Mm.
So what
What
happens
if
if the
that
game
game
gets
gets postponed and
what
he's back?
happens if the game gets played like after week 13 and Deshaun Watson can't play because the game was supposed to be week 11? That's going to be another clusterfuck.
That is, I didn't even think of that,
Yeah,
man.
because if they decide to postpone the game until like December, then then Deshaun Watson can't play in it probably because even though his suspension's over, the Buffalo game's from week 11, so the suspension will still going on.
Or is the suspension just going to be okay? I have to look at the Browns schedule here. I think they play the Bucks and the Texans. Do they like okay?
Yeah, if the
We're going to
Texans.
have his suspension against the Texans, and then he'll come back against the
Ooh,
Bills.
shit.
Are they
That's
going to do
yeah,
that?
maybe
There's so
they
many
can do that.
factors into this now. I didn't even think of
I
that.
can't believe it. What a clusterfuck, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
man.
let's read some comments.
Yeah, it's a difficult
It
situation.
would
Let's
be
read
cool
the
if
comments.
Browns Bills moved to Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Here's
I
the
guess.
here's the
But then the
problem with
Lions,
that.
what?
Exactly. What happens with the Lions then?
Yeah,
That's
no, I don't think they're gonna do that. So look, the schedule's right. So look, the
I
schedule.
have the schedule up here for the Bills as well too. So the Bills, they're supposed to play on Sunday at November 20th at 12, but we don't know if that game's going to be played because apparently they can't get out of Buffalo. And then 4 days later they play on November 24th, Thanksgiving Day, 11:30, and then December 1st they play the Patriots on Thursday Night Football, and then the 11th they play the Jets. And then they have other teams, but yeah, man,
They have a
that's gonna be
Saturday
really
game versus
tough.
Chicago,
Yeah,
and then a Monday one versus the Bengals, and then they closed out on Sunday
against the
versus the
Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh man.
They're gonna maybe have to play another maybe have to play another Thursday game. So like maybe after the Jets and Bills game on Sunday, December 11, have them play the Thursday, which would be December 15. But then they have to play on Sunday versus that's the problem. Oh, you know what? You know when they can do it? Maybe after They play Saturday,
On which day? The 24th?
Christmas Day, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
They play Chicago on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Maybe have them play again on Wednesday, and then they play again on Monday versus the Bengals. Maybe that might be so. Squeeze it in there between the Saturday and because they're gonna have 9 days off in between Saturday's game versus the Bears and Monday's. They have that might be the best way to do it if they have to do it.
That might be something.
Squeeze it in between that Bears and
we'll
Bengals
see.
game.
Yeah, because looking at it right now, there's 4 games between Browns and Bills. There's 10 days in between that Bills, Patriots, and Jets, Bills. They could also fit it in between there after that December 1st game. There's 7 days from the Jets and Dolphins and then.
But then you got to play Thursday, and then you got to play again on Sunday. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm talking about December 1st and then the 11th is if they want to squeeze a game in there. Because that's 10 days, right? From the Bills, Patriots Thursday, and then that next week they play the Jets on the 11th. Can they do a game?
Maybe they can have them. Maybe they can have them play on Sunday or on Monday, or maybe like on a Tuesday. Yeah, like on Tuesday, like either Monday, December 5th, or Tuesday, December 6th, and then have them play on Sunday. Yeah, that could be another one.
Yeah. And looking at it from the Browns side, because looking from the Bills side, so the Browns, they're Sunday, and then they have another Sunday game, and then Sunday.
Fuck, I forgot that. I didn't even remember about the Browns. You got to look at their schedule.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So they play the Bills this Sunday. Don't know if that's going to happen. Then they play the Buccaneers next Sunday. Then on the 4th, that's going to be another Sunday they play them. And then they play the Bengals on the 11th.
Wait a minute. No, they also have a Saturday game. On
the Saints, they play the Saints. They play the Ravens on the 8th.
So that's the best way to do it. Probably squeeze it in like on the Wednesday or Thursday in between. I think it's week 16. That's probably
that's week 16. Man.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Squeeze it in between that December 24th game. Yeah, so play like on December 27th or December 28th. Like
so basically in between there or the first one I had in between somehow that 1st and the 11th. But then again, the Texans though, they play them on the 4th, so I don't know about the Browns. Man, this is really tough.
Yeah, it's a club. Let's move on. Let's read some comments.
Yes, let's read some comments.
What up, Jacob? Welcome in.
Hi,
buddy.
Jacob.
Do the Bills have a new already?
They need to. They need to get a new stadium.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to move it. Either way, it's looking good for. Yeah, the Dolphins might be in the fucking driver's seat to fucking win the division.
Yeah, and funny how all this is happening after the Bills lost 2 games in a row, and now they're just causing problems for the NFL.
A forfeit? Wow, what was the last time that's happened? NFL? I don't think they're going to forfeit. Looking at the schedule, there's a way to do it. We got clusterfuck on the shield. Yeah, no, I think they'll figure it out. But I do think the only reason I say forfeit is because the NFL already gave them a solution, and then they messed it up by not leaving Buffalo on time. That's the only reason I would say forfeit, like to punish them for not leaving Buffalo on time.
I don't think the NFL, they don't necessarily want a game to be forfeited, but I'm trying to find information on it. I'm not seeing anything about a game being forfeited.
Hey, what up? Yeah, go Cowboys. They got the Vikings coming up. We'll see what happens. Vikings are very tough. One of the best teams in football, 1-8-1.
Yeah, Big Wood and Red, man. It's a crazy situation. But anyway, we got to move on. We can't talk about the Bills all show long. We can't talk about them for the whole show. No,
man, we've been on for fucking
15 minutes or so.
We've been on for 19 minutes already, and all we talk about was the freaking Bills and Browns game.
Jesus
Christ, we got to move on.
I know, we got to, right? All right,
let's talk about
I'm gonna try and quickly. We'll try and quickly recap. I guess.
Or you just want to talk about? You just want to talk about maybe.
We'll talk quickly about our teams first, and then we'll see about
Yeah. Okay.
Which game did you want to talk about last week first? Cowboys, Packers, or Commanders?
Yeah, we can talk about Packers and Vikings.
From last week.
This is the game we can talk about. We can talk about Bills, Vikings, Cowboys, Packers, and Commanders, Eagles. So we'll
do those 3. We'll do those 3. If you have time for the other, we'll come back. But we'll talk about those.
All right, and then we can talk about the Packers Titans if you want from last night.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
So let's talk about the Vikings and the Bills.
Yeah, we're continuing to talk about the Bills, even though we just talked about them. But anyway,
Jesus Christ. This is a
yeah,
Bills
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Welcome to the
I'm
Buffalo
sure. I'm
Bills
sure
Mafia.
Fox is
Keep
gonna be
pushing
happy
Andy
seeing this.
down.
He loves the Bills. But anyway, um,
Jesus Christ.
let's keep talking about them. So this game last week, it was crazy for the Bills and Vikings, and this game was so many key plays in here. But what really was crazy for me is the Bills going for it on fourth down. They were up by 10 against the Vikings. They're like, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna try and knock them out.
They were up
Uh,
27-10 at one point in the freaking third quarter.
yeah, that is insane. And they're up, I think, like by 10 points the fourth quarter. And like, you know what? We're gonna go for the touchdown instead of kicking the field goal. And what happens? Josh Allen throws an interception. I'm like,
Yeah, idiots. Josh Allen threw like what, 2 interceptions in the freaking red zone. And once you win
yeah,
the game, Jesus Christ.
yeah, both to Patrick Peterson. He made him look like he was on the Arizona Cardinals in his prime.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, but yeah.
And they started off running the ball really good with Devin Singletary.
Yeah,
Like he had
he
the
did.
first
He
two
had
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns early on. He did.
But then after that, they went away from him.
They
And
did.
that's when it started happening, man. I thought, too, the big momentum switcher was in the third quarter when it was 27-10, and Dalvin Cook had that 81 touchdown run, right? That was like a huge – that gave Minnesota some life.
Yeah, it did.
That gave Minnesota some life. And then they went to the fourth quarter, and they got another touchdown. But they missed the extra freaking field goal. And that's when I thought it was going to be over, man. They
Yeah,
stop on the goal line. The goal line fourth down. Freaking Cousins can't reach in and get it. But then the next play, idiots say freaking Josh Allen in the center can't handle the snap. It fumbles it. The Vikings recover in the end zone. They take a freaking 30-27 lead. Luckily, the Bills respond. Drive down the field, get a field goal, go to overtime, 30-30. And then right away, the Vikings get the football. They drive on the field. They take a 33-30 lead. And at the end, of course, Josh Allen with the red zone interception. Jesus Christ.
yeah. That whole situation was crazy. Before we move on, I just want to give a shout out to Redman R for the $1 super chat.
Hey, Redman, shout out to you for the $1, man, the 1 pound of lettuce. We're making money up in this bitch. Shout out to you, Redman. I appreciate it, my guy. I really do. I really do, my guy.
Thank you, Redman R. We appreciate it.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely I agree with everything you said, CE, but yeah. Hindsight 2020, probably like I should have gone for the field goal up 13, but it is what it is. Justin Jefferson, he had a big game this game.
Oh, that catch, Jesus Christ.
It was huge on fourth down. He doesn't catch that, the game's over right then and there.
Overall, 10 catches, 193 yards, 1 touchdown. The first touchdown of the game, right? And
Wow.
then when he started celebrating, he acted like he pulled his hamstring. That was funny. I thought he was hurt.
Yeah, he's one of, if not the best receiver in the NFL, Justin Jefferson.
He is, man. He's unbelievable, man. But freaking Kirk Cousins, right? I thought it was more about Josh Allen almost like going down to Kirk Cousins' level instead of Kirk Cousins rising up, right? Because Kirk Cousins still played like that. 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
he fumbled twice. He was lucky to recover them.
Yep.
But yeah, it was more about Josh Allen going down to Kirk Cousins' level more than anything, man. Freaking 2 fumbles.
Facts.
Jesus Christ, man. He also had obviously the 2 interceptions in the red zone. Obviously the freaking fumble at his own 1-yard line.
Yeah, that was an interesting play call for them to do a quarterback sneak, and he fumbled it.
They said maybe he should have done it like a shotgun and then just have him throw it out of bounds like 3 times straight. I don't know.
Yeah, and I know the Dolphins, when they were playing the Bills, they decided to take the safety, and that was an interesting situation that they took. It obviously didn't cost them that game. I don't know if they considered that, but yeah.
And Stephon Diggs, he had a good game. 12 catches, 128 yards. He had a good game. Both of the receivers showed out. Both Stephon Diggs and Justin Jefferson showed out in this
overall, it was a great game, but yeah, Josh Allen, he just can't win in overtime. He is, I believe, 0-5.
Going back to that last year versus the Chiefs game in that playoff game. And I thought they went into Devin Singletary early, and he got those 2 touchdowns. But then he fumbled, remember? And then I think they got scared. Once he
Yeah,
fumbled, they really never went back to him.
I know, but I think the thing for the Bills is they can pass the ball and stuff, but like I'm going to talk about with the Cowboys is they need to keep running the ball, especially when you have
Yeah.
these big leads. Cause you just
Once
pass it
again,
because if you pass the ball and it's incomplete, you give the other team time to come back and things like that. So
no,
yeah,
that was a difference maker, right? Like they stopped running the ball once Devin Singletary fumbled. And what was the thing that gave Minnesota life? They were down by 27-10. A freaking
the
tight
turnovers.
run by freaking Dalvin Cook, 81 yards to the house.
Yeah, the turnovers that gave the
Yep.
Vikings life.
Turnovers. Yeah, it was over, but they couldn't figure out how to end the game
Finish
at
it.
the freaking
No.
1 yard line.
And it's kind of similar to what the Ravens went through. They had these big leads and they just couldn't find a way to finish the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the
So
opposite of the Vikings did to them what they did to the Dolphins a few weeks ago.
yeah,
Exactly.
and the Vikings all year long, they've been coming back from a lot of these deficits. So props to them. They've been winning these close
Yeah.
games.
The last week too versus the Commanders, I believe they were down by 10, came back and won, but with a field goal.
Yeah, we'll see what happens this week and we'll address some, but we're gonna go ahead and go into our next game
The
here.
Cowboys.
Cowboys and Packers.
All right.
This was looking good early on, but Dak Prescott had 2 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah, pendejo face, man. You
What
guys
what
had a
what
freaking
what are we doing here?
20-14 lead in the third quarter, 28-14.
And they show that dreaded stat, and I'm like, it's over. When they show that stat, they were jinxed after that stat showed up of them having a fourth quarter lead of 14 points or more.
Yeah,
That was
pendejo face,
really
man. And then
that
Christian
was really
Watson had
it.
his coming out party with
Oh
3
yeah,
touchdowns.
Christian Watson became Randy Moss.
Jesus Christ, man.
And yeah, if they got that fourth down stop, the game probably would have been over. But of course they didn't. And yeah, they just couldn't get like the Titans against the Chiefs. They just couldn't get that one extra field goal or touchdown to put away. They just couldn't do it.
Yeah, the only thing like kind of positive was that CeeDee Lamb did have one of his best games. 11 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He
That
did.
was a positive, I
He
guess.
did. He did. And I know Zeke was out for this
Tony
game.
Pollard ran really good too, 115 yards, 2
But again, what I'm gonna say is my thing is these teams is they need to run the ball. Like I said, I
Yeah.
don't mind them passing it and stuff, but if it's running the ball and it's working, don't go away from
Even
it.
that other kid looked good,
That's
right? Malik
Davis or something. Yeah,
Even he looked
did.
good when he had it. Yeah, and it was so frustrating because like Pollard played really good, CeeDee Lamb played really good, the freaking tight end Dalton Schultz played really good. It was Prescott the one that messed it up, and your defense not even able to stop Aaron Rodgers and Christian Watson.
Yeah, and they basically won the coin toss. I don't know necessarily your stance on this. They go down the field here, and they didn't run the ball on any of those plays. I believe first, second, third, and fourth down. And speaking of fourth down, they decided to pass on a field goal and go for it, which
it was like 4th and 5, right?
4th and 4 or something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
And it would have been a 50+ yard field goal. And my thoughts on it are you go for the field goal and stuff, but apparently there was wind and stuff like that. But yeah, if they're gonna go for it, my thing is I didn't like that they didn't run the ball at any point on one of those 4 downs, and then fourth down. All those plays look like it was going to go to a deep pass except Tony Pollard, and Dak could have honestly ran for it, but the pressure got to him, and he was like, "I have to throw this up and hope Tony Pollard or somebody makes the play." And that just didn't happen. Again, I don't mind them necessarily going for it, but you better have a good play to go for it instead of passing up on a field goal. And a field goal doesn't necessarily end the game in overtime, but still, it definitely would have been something if they did try for the field goal because their kicker was getting ready. I'm like, I kind of feel bad for him because he was like, he was about to get out on the field. And he's like, nope, we're not going to let you go on the field. We're going to go for this. So it's just a crazy situation. But again, Cowboys and these decisions, it's always something, man.
Yeah, and then what's worrying about the Cowboys is that they've really struggled lately with the freaking stopping the run, right?
Yeah.
The last 2 games, the Bears,
Before the bye week,
Packers,
Yeah, and they had like 2 weeks to prepare for the Packers. With the bye week is what makes it so frustrating.
Yeah, well, because they rushed for what they had. Aaron Jones had a hell of a game. Aaron Jones had 138 yards. AJ Dillon had 65. Overall, had
Jeez.
207.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys, and same thing happened to the Bears, right? With freaking Khalil Herbert and David Montgomery.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are able to score 50 plus on them, so it was okay, I
Yeah,
guess.
that was the difference.
Hi
The
there,
Bears.
hi there, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, and hi there, Blaze Radio.
Hey, what up, guys? How you guys doing, man? Just talking about we're recapping the top games of last week.
So
And
basically,
then
we're not gonna have time
we're
to
gonna
go.
preview week 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna have time to go through a lot of the games that happened.
We
We're going
wasted
over
like
the
20
top
minutes
three.
of the show trying to figure out if the Bills and Browns are gonna play their game this Sunday. Pendejo face for us.
No, it's definitely okay. Like I said, there were a lot of games this week, but yeah, we might just go ahead and just do the top games going forward. We'll see. We'll do all the games if we have time, but that's not going to be the case for today, though.
All right.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
what up, man? Luis Redman dropping in donations. Let's go. I appreciate Redman, man. Shout out to you once again for the freaking 1 pound of lettuce, man. We're making money up in this bitch. All right, so we're done talking about Cowboys and Packers, pretty much.
Yes, we're done talking about that. Now it's your turn to explain what happened to those Eagles against the Commanders. What happened?
Jesus Christ, man! Out of all the fucking teams, yeah, I would have been fine losing to the Titans. Okay, you fucking lose to the fucking Commanders, Jesus.
And it's at home. At least the Cowboys. I know we're done talking about them. They lost on the road in Lambeau. I know they lost to Aaron Rodgers, but you lost at home to the Commanders.
I can't believe this shit, man. So the game actually, it started off weird, right? Because we get them out at 3-and-out, and then we commit a stupid penalty of roughing the kicker, automatic 15 yards. It's like, here we go. So that was like the first one. But luckily they recover. They get a strip sack fumble, and Jalen Hurts runs it in 7-0. But then they ran it back. They tied it right back right away, 7-7. Then Dallas Goedert once again. We scored on our first 2 possessions, right? Fantastic, 14-7.
Yeah.
And then after that, we couldn't score again until the fourth quarter. They outscored us they outscored us freaking 13-0.
Yeah, and a lot of it was for Washington. They kicked a lot of field goals.
The Joey Styles.
So if anybody had him in fantasy, you had a great game.
He kicked a 44-yarder, a 58-yarder, a 32-yarder, another 55-yarder. He was like your MVP, their freaking kicker, man.
If it wasn't for those field goals and they scored touchdowns, this game would have been more of a blowout.
Oh yeah, it would have been a blowout, man. At the end, the Eagles were holding them to freaking field goals. Otherwise, yeah, they would have beaten us fucking 42 to freaking 21. Because I said, we didn't score from the freaking first quarter until the fucking fourth quarter. We went from winning this game 14-7 to losing it freaking
32-21.
14. Then we finally scored again. Devontae Smith. We get back in it, man. 23-21. And then a bunch of weird stuff happening, man. We're driving on the field. Freaking Dallas Goedert gets a face mask. Forced fumble. They don't see the face mask. They don't call the face mask.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that, man.
I don't know how
that was crazy with what happened there because he made the catch, and he fumbled, and then really it's a trifecta because they missed the face mask, he fumbled, and he got hurt, and he's going to be on IR. Shoulders. He's going to be on IR for at least 4 weeks.
We lost him for a month on that play. The play should have been a freaking flag. Instead, it was a bad breaker for us. And then again,
that's definitely insane. I know. I'm not necessarily one to complain. I'm not necessarily one to complain about penalties, but Cowboys fans, they're also complaining about Jair Alexander missed pass interference penalty. But I'm like, you know what? This is what it is. Refs are always going to miss penalties, but the ones like you said, like there's that one really hurt, and I think that play right there changed the momentum of the game right there.
Yeah, because we were driving, man. We were driving on the field, and then again, right? Hail Mary to Quas Watkins, Quez Watkins, and he
He
fumbles it.
he
It
became a
was over right
pendejo.
there.
You know who he was? He apparently turned into Jalen Rager, Nelson Aguilar on that play.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what was that? It was like a freaking
He caught it and I believe went to the ground and came back up, and then they got the ball.
50-yard pass. He I don't know. I think he went to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He went to the ground and he got back up.
The Washington defensive back just stripped them.
Yeah.
That's terrible. He should just stay down and got in tag or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because
Definitely.
you're trying to get back up, but you're trying to adjust the ball, right? You're trying to like get up. As soon as you're getting up, they're gonna strip it.
Exactly.
Like, you should have just, if you're gonna go down, stay down and just wait for them to like tag you, like touch you. You try to get up, and as you're getting up, they're gonna obviously strip it.
Yeah. See, and a few more things I wanted to address on this game before we go into our pick for this week is that whole situation with the end of the game. The Eagles on third down, they had a chance to get the ball back in their defense. And apparently Brandon Graham hits Taylor Heineke, and I kind of wanted your thoughts on that. I thought it was kind of crazy.
I will say this. I thought it was an idiot move by Brendan Graham. He was, if you watch the replay, he's miles away. He was like a good 5-7 yards away. He should have done, but it was weird, right? Because usually they slide, right? Like a baseball slide, and he took a knee.
Yeah.
So I think Brandon Graham thought he slipped. It was a weird situation.
Yeah, it was a rough call, and we'll never know what happened had the Eagles gotten the ball back if they didn't call that penalty. Maybe
and then obviously at the end there, the 32, right? The final score should have been 20. What was it?
26-21.
26, but freaking they try to do the lateral thing at the end of the backwards passes, and Devontae Smith just throws it into the end zone. Washington picks it up and scores another touchdown. So really, the final score should have really been 26-21.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they didn't run the ball either that much. Only like 5 times in the first quarter with Miles Sanders. They just didn't do a good job. AJ Brown, I think, got hurt a little bit as well.
Yeah. And props to Washington as well too, because they had a great game plan going to this game, running the ball, and they're like, we're going to possess the ball more, so their offense didn't have to get on the field that much. And
freaking Brian Robinson, 85 yards. Freaking
and Antonio Gibson, they both had good game, and they didn't have to make Taylor Heineke pass it as much, but he made.
And then I don't know what happened. Darius Slay really good. He struggled in this game
against Terry McLaurin.
McLaurin. 8 catches, 128 yards. Oof. He couldn't cover Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know. They were saying that a lot of the corners were like on man to man, like lonely defense, because the safeties had to keep moving up and play the run because they couldn't stop the running.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a scheme, but definitely feel with Johnson again, because I definitely sometimes not happy with what Kellen Moore does on offense. So it might be something.
Well, that's what happens when you can't stop the run. You need your freaking safeties to move up and play the run, and it hurts your secondary because then the safeties can't come up and help the corner over the top and double team.
But we'll see if
no help versus.
We'll see if both these teams can rebound this week against the
Eagles. Getting some moves,
right? We can talk about that. Forgot about that. They got Sue and Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph and Sue Hop on the way. Veterans on the way. So that tells me that Howie Roseman, the general manager, is not messing around. He's trying to go for it.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. But that is the Achilles heel. I watched Thursday Night Football versus the Texans. Same thing. Damian Pierce. The following week before, the Steelers, Najee Harris, same thing. That's their problem. They can't stop the run. So hopefully,
I don't know if it's necessarily with the edges or stuff, but with these moves, it says that they miss Jordan Davis.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, man. Rookies miss that much. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Fletcher Cox, I don't know what's up with him, but he's
getting older. Yeah. They're gonna move on to these younger guys.
But hopefully Cowboys rebound against the Vikings and Eagles rebound against the Colts. They're both games going to be on the road, so we'll see what happens. But
I'm fine with the turnovers were stupid. 4 turnovers. The interception there, obviously. Also, we didn't talk about it. AJ Brown double coverage, kind of stupid. Overall, then you obviously Dallas Goedert. Wes Watkins fumbles, and at the end, I don't even count it, right? They were just trying to pull it out of their ass.
Yeah, they just like for the first time this season, they were down at the half and couldn't come from
Yeah,
behind.
but yeah, 4 turnovers. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen again.
We'll see, but like I said,
But I am worried about the run defense. They can't stop that shit.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't necessarily see any new comments here, so we'll go ahead and get to our picks, and then that'll be like I said it for the show. We unfortunately don't have time to go over the other games from last week, so we'll see if we can get to the other ones for next
You want to
week.
talk about the Chargers 49ers, or you just want to talk about the one from last night?
I think we can. I think we can honestly talk about the one from last night because the Chargers Niners. Yeah, we can talk about the one from last night because it relates to
All
the
right.
Cowboys game.
Well,
especially. I wanna
it's
talk
more
about that.
fresh. So
Yeah,
last night we had the Titans and the Packers, man. The Titans won 27-17, man. Right away, man. Titans score. Dontrell Hollard.
Their backup running back scores. Yep.
Yep. The Christian Watson again, man. Rogers
Two touchdowns.
Yep. Rogers. That's freaking 5 touchdowns in 4 days for Christian Watson.
That's insane.
That's crazy. He gets them trying to substitute their players, and he catches them off guard. He snaps it. They're not ready.
That's classic Aaron Rodgers.
Vintage Aaron Rodgers. Yep. Touchdown to Watson. They freaking get the extra point block though. Pendejo face.
7-6.
Yep. And then in the second quarter, 14-6, Derrick Henry with a 5-yard touchdown.
He had a huge game.
He had a huge game, man. Mason Crosby in the third. They go to halftime, 14-6. Third quarter, Mason Crosby with a field goal, make it 14-9. But then Austin Hooper, man, with the freaking
fourth quarter catch, yeah,
20-9. They did miss the freaking extra point.
Yeah, they had a backup kicker, Josh Lambo.
Yeah. And then again in Christian Watson again, man, another touchdown. They go for 2, and so it goes from they get 8 points on that play. It goes from 20-9 to 20-17. They get back in it. But then again, man, they kill them at the end. Austin Hooper, another touchdown, 27-17. Weird, right? It felt like he dropped it.
Yeah.
But I think he controlled it enough, right?
He did.
Touchdown. What did you think about that last touchdown by Tennessee and Austin Hooper?
I thought, honestly, they did make the right call there, but I know Packers fans, they're not definitely going to be happy with it. But yeah, he definitely did possess it, but then it looked like going to the ground. After he was on the ground and possessed it, was a fumble, and the ground can't cause a fumble. So that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I thought he controlled it enough time to secure the catch and call it a touchdown.
But yeah, definitely want to say also Robert Woods definitely chipped in. He had a decent game. And also definitely want to talk about Treylon Burks because I know there's definitely definitely been talk about them missing AJ Brown. He definitely showed up and ran Tannehill. He definitely played well in this game for sure. And the Titans, they did what the Cowboys should have done is run the ball more with Tony Pollard. They should have, and they gave it.
And then I forgot to mention this, but also I believe in the third quarter, right? That first touchdown Austin Hooper scored was by Derrick Henry passing it to him.
Oh yeah, that was a special touchdown. Running back to a tight end. Yeah.
They thought, the running back, he jumped, kind of the Tim Tebow college play. He jumped and he passed it. So yeah. The first touchdown was actually Derrick Henry and Austin Hooper hooking up. Yeah,
so if anybody had Austin Hooper scoring 2 touchdowns on your team, you probably did good this week. Or you didn't see that coming.
And then also, like I said, Treylon Burks had a good game. Robert Woods.
He did. And at the end of the game, I know it was garbage points, but if you had Treylon Burks in fantasy, you're pretty happy to see them throw that ball at the end.
I thought at the end there, when it was like, the final score, 27-17, I thought the Packers did a good job of trying to give Rodgers a chance, right? They got an interception.
They did.
They got to stop on third down to force a punt. Yeah. And Rodgers just couldn't get anything going. He held onto the ball for like, it seemed 10 seconds. He got a sack. And then he also got a freaking he overthrew Sammy Watkins wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that was on a second or third down. But honestly, Honestly, they definitely like to have their chances and stuff. And I know the Titans, they won this game, but early on, I was kind of wondering what they were doing with going for instead of kicking the field goal. But it seems like coaches, they make their decisions and stuff every week. And then as for the Packers, they had that chance, but on fourth down, I believe they ran it and they just couldn't get it. That's what really ended the game.
Oh, yeah. But that was because of the sack, right? It was like freaking 3rd and 19.
Yeah.
I think it was Watson. He missed it by a yard. And then 4th and 1. And freaking poor Aaron Jones got stuffed like a turkey on Thanksgiving on 4th and 1. That was pretty much the end of the game.
Yeah, it definitely was. So Sleeping Angel said it's laughing about the Packers game made me happy. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did for your Bears. I'm sure it did.
Yeah, man, pendejo face, man. I thought at the end there, I thought the defense, despite giving up 27 points, I thought they gave Rodgers a chance, and Rodgers just couldn't capitalize, whether it was overthrowing Sammy Watkins, Alan Lazard, or just holding onto the ball too long and getting sacked.
Yeah.
I thought some of this was on Aaron Rodgers at the end there. I thought the defense, despite giving up 27 points, put them in a position to at least try to come back down 10 late in the game.
All right, see. I know we're ending on time, but do you think we can go ahead and we have time to make our
Let's
picks?
do our week 11 preview before we call it a night here tonight.
We'll go ahead and make our picks and wrap it up, like I said.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're not gonna get to our games from last week. We talked about the important games, but yeah, we just don't have time. So apologies for that. So
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and go with the Bears and Falcons game at noon on Sunday.
The Bears and Falcons.
It's in Atlanta.
I didn't like Mariota look terrible, right? But then also the Bears defense is terrible now. We're out without Raekwon Smith and Robert Quinn. I guess I'll take the Falcons. They had 10 days to prepare.
It's tough. This one's really tough to pick because the Bears, they've been playing well
offensively,
but they've lost all their games. This one's really tough, honestly.
Look, Falcons are still fighting somehow for that freaking NFC South. They have more to play for, I feel like. Possibly maybe a wild card even. Bears are tanking.
Man, I really want to pick the Bears here, but honestly, I'm kind of in doubt, so I'm going to go with the home team just because it's in Atlanta.
Yeah, give me the Falcons.
I got the Falcons. And the next game we have is Eagles and Colts. And I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think they're going to rebound and win this game, but it would be something if they lose to an interim coach, Jeff Saturday, on the road. Because Jeff Saturday is 1-0, and we didn't talk about that game, but imagine he goes 2-0 this week.
Yeah, I think they're going to cause problems with Jonathan Taylor, right? Just the way freaking Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson caused this past week with the Commanders.
But I'm going to still go with the Eagles. So
I'm going to go with the Eagles because, like I said, I think the stopping the run is a problem they have, but I don't see another 4 turnover game.
No.
So I think that'll be the difference maker. They'll score enough points, and they won't turn the ball over 4 times. So give me the Eagles, maybe like somewhere between 5 to 10 points, maybe.
Yeah.
Give me the Eagles.
Yeah. And then Jets and Patriots. I'm going to go with the Patriots because Bill Belichick's beaten the Jets for so many times in a row. Yeah. And I want to pick the Jets here, but this is also in New England, and I just haven't seen it from the Jets yet. And obviously they're winning in spite of Zach Wilson, who isn't a very good quarterback when pressured.
Nope. Give me the Patriots as well.
All right. And then we have Commanders and Texans. This game's in Houston.
I'm going to take the Commanders on the road, man. I really like the way they're playing lately with Tyler Heineke. They're going to get Chase Young back possibly in this game as well. So give me the Commanders.
I'm also going to go with the Commanders, and they're going to start Taylor Heineke. We didn't even bring this man up, but Carson Wentz, after Taylor Heineke beat the unbeaten Eagles, he lost his job, honestly. He probably honestly shouldn't get it back.
I think there's a good chance that both Baker Mayfield and Carson Wentz are done being starters. They can be backup. But I know. Yeah. I think Baker starting this week for the Panthers.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield's going to get one more chance. He is.
Maybe, but I think
what I mean is one more chance to prove he can be a starter this week. That's what I mean.
I think all that generation of like Baker Mayfield, Carson Wentz, Sam Darnold, they're out the door by next year.
They probably
backups, but they're done being starters.
Probably, but for Baker Mayfield, this is do or die this week.
His
future is what I'm saying. If he plays well, maybe it changes things. If not, he's gonna have to be stuck being a backup. But I'm gonna go with the Commanders here and Taylor Heineke. Right. But what I will say is the Texans, they kept it close against the Giants, and are the Commanders going to have a letdown game after that huge win they had against the Eagles?
And they were drinking beer. Tyler Heineke was on the Pat McAfee show the next day. Yeah, and then and also how focused is Heineke going to be, because it looks like they're going to go forward with him as a starter. So hopefully he's still focused and doesn't start taking it for granted.
Exactly. And our next game here we have is Rams and Saints, and I definitely want to. Who are you going with?
Give me the Saints, man. The Rams are 3-6, and now they're missing their best player, Cooper Kupp. Give me the Saints.
Man, this one is tough for the Rams because they said Matthew Stafford, he's been cleared from the concussion protocol.
Ben Cooper Cup
However,
is out for a
though,
month with a
however,
broken
Cooper Cup is
ankle.
out for a month, so I really don't know. This is really tough. If Cooper Cup was playing and Stafford's healthy, I would probably go with the Rams, but the Saints, they have their own quarterback problems. So this is also really tough, but I'm just gonna go with the home team in this
Yeah,
one.
give me the Saints.
It could this is one of those games where it could go either way. Maybe Matthew Stafford makes Allen Robinson look good and stuff, but Stafford hasn't been good this year either. But he's definitely been better than Wolford, who obviously lost last week to Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right. So
and then
next
there's
game.
and then the next game would be Browns and Bills, but we're not going to talk about that because that game could be moved and stuff. But
I'm gonna go with the Bills, but
if it's played, I'm going to go with the Bills as
yeah,
well.
give me Buffalo to bounce back.
We're not going to talk anything else about that game right now.
All right.
We talked about it too much. So
The first 20 minutes were about that fucking game.
yeah, if you want to hear about it, go to the first 20 minutes, like C
Jesus
said. But anyway,
Christ.
next game we have is Panthers and Ravens, and I'm going to go with the Ravens here.
Panthers and Raiders. Wait, Panthers and
Ravens.
All right, let me see. Panthers.
I have it pulled up on my end. Panthers and Ravens. This is in Baltimore.
Where is that game from? Oh, there it is. Give me the Ravens, man, at home. They're coming from a bye week, so they're going to be fresh.
They are.
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, they're going to be fresh.
Give me the Ravens. Either Baker Mayfield starting, like we said, but still give me the Ravens.
Because PJ Walker's hurt, but yeah.
Yep.
And then this next game we have here is Lions and Giants.
Give me the Giants.
I'm going to go with the Giants. It could be
tough, right? The Detroit, man, they playing good lately, but give me the Giants.
I'll go with the Giants as well, too. But Detroit, they did play a close game against Justin Fields, who played really well, but they won by 1 point because the Bears kicker missed an extra point. So they could definitely keep it close against the Giants, the Lions, but I'm going to go with the Giants here.
The Giants are in second place, right?
They are in the division.
Yeah, if the Eagles lose again, they're going to be tied for first place.
And they don't play each other until December, both these teams. So.
And then you see that stat by Daniel Jones. He's gone like 6 games straight without throwing an interception.
Wow.
First Giants quarterback since Phil Simms to do that.
That says a lot about Saquon Barkley, but not only that, about Brian Daboll.
Daboll, yeah.
And it seems like Josh Allen, he definitely misses him.
Yeah, Josh Allen, like go back to like his rookie year or even his time in Wyoming, he was like a turnover machine. And then Brian Daboll fixed him, and now he's back to throwing interceptions. And now this guy who was a turnover machine, Daniel Jones, now he hasn't thrown an interception over a month.
Yeah.
What about the Giants in the division? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. That's crazy. And then we have this game, which is between two teams that are not really well this year, the Raiders and the Broncos, and they played earlier this year, and the Raiders won. I really don't know.
I'm going to take Denver at home. The Raiders don't have neither Hunter and Renfro or
Darren Waller. He's out of IR.
Give me the Broncos.
Yeah. This one's really tough as well too, but I'm just gonna go with the Broncos here, and hopefully maybe they split it, and we'll see. And they have Jerry Jeudy and guys out, but so do the Raiders. They've been just disappointing this year, and people want them to fire their head coach, but he's not going anywhere because
they said he had to keep him for 2 years
because they don't have enough money to fire him and bring somebody else.
Hire a new coach.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos here, but it could go either way. But I know I definitely could understand some Raiders fans wanting them to tank the year away, hoping they get a top draft pick.
They're talking about C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, and
or maybe go for a defensive player. We'll see regarding that. But yeah. And then this one of the game of the week here is we have Cowboys and Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings at home, and they're playing really good football right now. Give me Minnesota at home.
Man, this one is really tough for me here. Because the Vikings, they've been winning a lot of these close games, but at the same time, is that streak going to end this week? And I'm surprised to see this, but the Cowboys are actually favored in this game.
At 1 point,
yeah.
That's crazy.
This one is really tough to pick. Man.
I just think same thing's going to happen. Dalvin Cook's going to run all over them.
Man. I really want to pick the Cowboys to win this game. I really do.
Cowboys.
But man, this one's honestly really tough. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna hope that the Vikings they had a letdown from that they have a letdown coming into this game from the Bills game and stuff, and the Cowboys that they've checked in with themselves and they're mentally ready in this game. But I wouldn't be surprised like the Vikings they win this game. For the
Schedule's getting harder. The Vikings, then you got the Giants. It's starting to get harder. You better start winning some games.
Yeah, this is one of the games won't be easy to win, but again, they won off their backups, but again, this is a different Minnesota team. So
Yeah.
so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go with Cowboys. We'll see what happens there.
It
But
seems like same thing with Brian Dable and Daniel Jones, right? Where he's squeezing all the talent out of them. Same thing. It seems like Kevin O'Connor's doing the same thing with Kirk Cousins.
yeah, and he was
Squeezing
from
all
the
the
and he was the Rams offense coordinator. The Rams
yeah,
look like they miss him.
yep, exactly.
And then we
Next
have
thing,
and then the next game we have is Bengals and Steelers. And this game was originally going to be the Sunday night game, but it
they
got
got
moved
flexed.
out to a 3:25 game. And
Give,
I'm gonna go
give
with
me
the
the
Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals as well too.
They're coming off a bye week as well. Give me the Bengals.
You know, I just think they're just gonna do better than the Steelers, even though this game's in Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, they did beat the Saints last week. Congrats to Mike Tomlin, but that streak's their win streak's not gonna continue this week.
No, they're done. Give me the Bengals. And then
All right.
Sunday night football, we have a
Yep.
bunch of
Chiefs and
injuries.
Cardinals.
I think both Juju Smith-Schuster and McCall Hartman are not playing.
So
And,
speaking of
and then
Miko
Keenan
Hardman's
Allen
all
and
right.
Mike Williams are questionable for the Chargers.
Man, this one's really tough to pick because Miko Hardman, he's not going to play. He's on IR. Juju's questionable. Like you said, the wide receiver's questionable. Man, this one is really tough to pick. But I'm just gonna have to go with the Chiefs just because of Patrick Mahomes and what he's done with the
Yeah,
other
give me
guys,
the Chiefs as
and
well.
they still have Travis Kelsey and stuff like that, and Justin Herbert. I don't know if he's still hurt or stuff like that, but yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
they're
go with
missing. They're missing the left tackle, the cornerback J.C. Jackson. Potentially, their both best receiver Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Give me fucking Chiefs. They'll figure it out. They still got Travis Kelsey. They still got the running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give me the Chiefs.
But I do think this could be a good game, like the Thursday night game they had to open up the season between these two teams.
Yeah, but now it looks like Juju Smith-Schuster and McCall Hardman are like not playing at all.
Miko's not playing. Miko's not playing. He's on IR. We don't know. It's kind of hard to predict, but I'm just gonna go with Mahomes over Herbert, and maybe Juju plays, maybe he doesn't. But Miko's out. That's all we know.
But it's sounding like there's a better chance that the Chargers receiver is going to play, where the Chiefs receivers look like they're not going to play. But we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
I think he already got ruled out. Both of them, McCall Hardman and
I didn't check for Juju, but
I think I already saw it. Juju's out. Let me see here. I think it's already out. Players ruled out Sunday include Ja'Marr Chase, Dax Hill, Corey Davis, Shelton.
Yeah, he's ruled out with a concussion. You're right. He's out.
Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster's out too. Yep.
Yeah, so MVS, I know he had an illness. We'll see if he plays. He probably will play.
Yeah, so if the Chargers players are so questionable, so see that's the thing. The Chargers. So we're gonna go with the Chiefs, but Chargers definitely can win that game if Keenan Allen and Mike Williams can play.
Yeah, and also we forgot to bring up, this is maybe kind of the reason. I don't know if they saw this coming, but I could definitely see this being a big Kadarius Toney type of game.
Yep.
Who was on the Giants.
He's gonna be the guy now without
MVS too, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Toney. That might be his coming out party, just like Christian Watson's been having.
Definitely could be. And then we have our last game here before I wrap up the show is we have 49ers and Cardinals. And Kyler Murray didn't play last week. I don't know if he's going to play again. If he's going to play again.
Both McCoy and Kyler Murray are questionable. They might go with the third-string quarterback I'm hearing. So give me San Francisco.
It might be Trace McSorley versus Jimmy G. Oh my.
Yeah, in Mexico too. I feel sorry for the fans. First Mexican game in 3 years, and they're gonna get a fucking third-string quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this game was in Arizona, but apparently it's in Mexico.
It's in Mexico, yeah.
Wow. Kind of feel bad, but I'm also gonna go with the Niners, honestly. With
give me the Niners.
And just because
game,
of the weapons,
it could potentially be good because Jimmy Garoppolo's not that good either. So if he comes out in pendejo mode, and then you got the Cardinals with the third stringer, this might be like a shit show, like similar to the Sunday night game they had versus the Broncos a few weeks ago. Remember?
Yeah, that was a low scoring.
That was when freaking Jimmy Smith stepped out of bounds. out of the
Oh,
end
he's
zone.
safety. Yeah, he had a safety though.
Yeah, he had the safety. So we might get another one. I'm thinking if he plays bad, and then with the situation with Arizona potentially starting their third string quarterback, we might get another similar to that Sunday night game between 49ers and Broncos from a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Hopefully not, though. That'll be terrible to watch.
yeah. Hopefully it'll be a good game. But if the Cardinals somehow do win with their third string quarterback and the Niners lose, that'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, the Cardinals got a lot of problems.
But
Like,
it's really the Niners' second string quarterback, even though he's the starter because Lance was starting the season. But this will be embarrassing.
and remember also Zach Ertz is out for the season, the tight end
Yeah,
for Arizona.
yeah.
But they are activating Hollywood Brown from his injury. They still got a ton of weapons. Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins,
We'll see.
Robbie
Like I said,
Anderson.
they do. It's just about the quarterback. If it's Kyler Murray playing, it's kind of really tough because the Cardinals they've just been one of those teams that's been disappointing this year.
Yeah, you see, I think twice we've seen once Kyler Murray and what's his name, Cliff Kingsbury arguing, and then we also seen him with DeAndre Hopkins. And then there's rumors that he doesn't even like. He's more interested in being a video game player, like for
Yeah,
face and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
Call of Duty stuff like that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be as passionate about football as people hope.
Yeah, yeah. CE, but
All
definitely, like I said, those were our picks. We'll see, like it how this week goes, and like I said, is there anything else in the comments? I don't see anything else.
Yeah, nothing. I don't know. Today sucked. Last week was very good.
It's
And
okay.
today,
We'll definitely try and get more people next time and stuff. We'll see, but like I said,
maybe maybe we can get off. We can talk about this off air. But yeah, we might have. Let's just actually, I'll talk to you once we get off the air.
all right, you guys are gonna wrap up the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I don't
Have a
know.
good night,
We'll
everybody.
talk about next week. We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. All right.
Peace.
Have a good night, everybody. Have a good.